The roots of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict are deeply intertwined with history, religion, and political disputes. Israel's ancient history, as detailed in the Hebrew Bible, traces its origins to Abraham, who is considered the father of Judaism and Islam. His descendants, enslaved in Egypt for centuries, eventually settled in the region now known as modern-day Israel. The term Israel and the reign of King David. The term Israel itself originates from Jacob, Abraham's grandson, who was renamed Israel by the Hebrew God in the Bible. In 1000 BC, King David ruled the region, with his son King Solomon credited for building the first holy temple in ancient Jerusalem. Around 931 BC, the area was divided into Israel in the north and Judah in the south. However, the region saw many invaders, including the Assyrians and Babylonians, leading to its occupation by various groups over centuries. World War I and the Balfour Declaration. World War I marked a turning point, ending the 400-year rule of the Ottoman Empire in the Middle East. The 1917 Balfour Declaration supported the establishment of a Jewish homeland in Palestine, a move that was met with opposition by Arab Palestinians. The British mandate over Palestine was approved by the League of Nations in 1922, and Israel became an independent state in 1947. Territorial disputes and wars. The ongoing conflict between Jews and Arab Muslims centers on territories like the Gaza Strip, Golan Heights, and the West Bank, where both groups claim historical and religious ties. The rise of Zionism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries spurred Jewish immigration to Palestine. The United Nations partition plan in 1947 was met with Arab rejection, leading to the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, a series of wars and conflicts. Subsequent years witnessed a series of wars and conflicts, including the Suez Crisis, the Six-Day War, the Yom Kippur War, the Lebanon War, and the Intifadas. Recent years have seen Israel clashing with Hamas in repeated bouts of violence, including the significant conflicts of 2008, 2012, 2014, 2021, and 2023. The ongoing quest for peace. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains a complex, deeply rooted issue, with both groups vying for self-determination and sovereignty. The prospect of a two-state solution has been discussed, but borders and settlements continue to be points of contention. The United States, as a close ally of Israel, has played a role in the peace process. While the situation remains fraught with tension and disputes, peace efforts persist as the world watches and hopes for a resolution to this enduring conflict. Global diplomatic efforts. Numerous countries and international organizations have attempted to mediate and negotiate a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The United Nations has passed numerous resolutions seeking a two-state solution, though their implementation has been challenging. Diplomatic initiatives like the Oslo Peace Accords have aimed at achieving peace, but progress remains elusive due to complex political dynamics, distrust, and shifting regional alliances. The role of extremist groups. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has often seen the involvement of extremist groups on both sides. Hamas, a Palestinian militant organization, has been a key player, clashing with Israel in multiple wars and engaging in acts of terror. On the Israeli side, some settlers and right-wing extremist groups have been accused of inciting violence and expanding settlements in the West Bank, further complicating the peace process. The international perspective. While the United States has been a staunch ally of Israel, many other nations worldwide recognize Palestine as a state and support its quest for sovereignty. The international community has repeatedly called for a two-state solution, but the path to reaching that solution remains arduous. Achieving lasting peace in the region continues to be a complex and evolving challenge, with each passing year carrying the weight of historical grievances and new developments. The perceived dispossession. For Palestinians, the establishment of Israel in 1948, also known as Nakba, or the catastrophe, resulted in the displacement of around 700,000 Palestinians. This memory of dispossession still stirs strong emotions and grievances passed down through generations. It's a key factor fueling the Palestinian quest for statehood and the right of return for refugees. If you found this overview informative, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing for more insightful content.